What's up, folks? Welcome back to this episode. We are doing Final Fantasy VII Let's Play, and let me just say, thank God we are out of Midgar, finally. There are very few beginning sequences of a game that I hate more than the whole sequence in Midgar. It's just loathsome. Being in the slums the whole time, you're in a sewer for a while, you run around for a while. It's a pain in the butt. So what I'm doing right now is grinding some enemies out here for a little bit of experience, but also I'm trying to get an enemy skill. An enemy skill is basically blue magic. It's something that you get from different enemies throughout the game. My objective here is to actually... my objective here is to get one of the more useful blue magics, enemy skills throughout the game. It shouldn't take us too long to get, I hope. And what we're looking for is like a machine mech kind of enemy. And he's going to give us a machine skill called Mantra Magic, or Mantra Magic. We'll happily take any experience and gil along with it. So I've heard that, like, if you stay close to the dark ring, you're more likely to encounter the enemy. We'll see. And nope. I'm gonna run away, actually. Resuming, those are bandits out there. I don't have a whole lot to give away to bandits, so we'll just worry about that any other time. This is the first time we're hearing the outdoor theme, the Worldmap theme, the overworld theme, and it's, a beautiful, beautiful piece of video game music. And do we have one? Yes, we do! Haha! Great. So all we're going to kind of do is wait for them to eventually use their mantra magic. Now, we only need one of them to be alive for this, so, sorry, guys. One of you is going to bite the dust here. War machine gun. Nope. Alright, now we just gotta hang out, wait a few minutes for this guy to do his own thing. We also went ahead and stole a weapon. Those are the atomic scissors. That is a close-range weapon for Barrett. It's one of his stronger weapons at this point in the game. Not one of my favorite weapons by any means, but it's a close-range weapon for him. Doo-doo. There it is. Oh no! You gotta go the other way. Yes! There we go. Good. And now we've learned mantra magic just like that. And this should kill him. Success so far, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, and Cloud got his next level limit break. This is pretty good for us so far. I like what I'm seeing. So we're gonna go ahead and let's see where our health is at. Health seems to be okay. So we're just gonna kind of run ahead to the northeast here. We're gonna try to find the that city, the village known as Calm, and I think that's it right here. I'm just giving you a fair warning, guys. Moving forward, there's not gonna be a whole lot more exciting things happening in this session. We have a whole lot of plot elements, a whole lot of story stuff happening, a whole lot of narrative stuff. We don't have much else happening. That said, we're going to have some very iconic imagery, so make sure you stay with us to see, you know, some of the coolest things that Final Fantasy VII has to offer. looking at on the world map, you can save anywhere you like. There's no reason to find a save point. I don't think there are any save points in the world map because the world map is one giant save point. There isn't much to do around the city of Calm, around the village of Calm right now, but it's worth it to take a look around and see what you can get, or see what happens. They're full of it. What is she doing? What's going on here? There's an ether up there. Good to know. So all I'm doing is just kind of checking every nook and cranny, just trying to make sure I'm not missing anything obvious right now. And that is a Peacemaker. A Peacemaker is a gun weapon for a character that we will meet later on in the game. Nothing we can do with the Peacemaker for the time being, but good to know we have it when we need it. Ooh, and then we have a guard source. As always, our source items always go straight to Cloud. Why? Because he's a spoiled brat. That's why. I just think they go the best on Cloud. They make the biggest difference, really. All right. Anything important in here? It looks like no. Nope, nothing to do in the bar area here. This is the item store. Okay. So just grab a couple items here. Nothing major, really, that I'm that interested in. All the items we've seen before. Okay. and Materia store. Anything new? Ooh, yes, we do. We have Earth Materia, Poison, and Heal. Oh, Poison we already had. Oops. Oh well, that's okay. Okay, so let's take a look see and see what that is. Earth is Quake, Quake 2, and Quake 3. All right, those are some pretty strong spells. I'll take it. Okay. Anyway, we'll not equip it quite yet, but good to know the option is there for us. I don't think anything is here in the weapons store. Yeah, the Mithril Saber would be a step up from the Buster Sword, but since we took the time to steal a hard edge from the soldiers S3 back in Midgar, we're not worried about it. A cannonball we're not worried about right now because we actually have the scissors, so the atomic scissors. So even though those numbers look good right now, we're not worried about them. Mithril Claw. I think we have better weapons for her too at this point, but let's go ahead and buy it anyway just to make sure. The full metal staff, and no one wants the mithril armor. How much gil am I down to now? 2,030. Alright. And we're gonna leave. I don't think there's anything else for us to get around town anymore. We'll finish our lap here. The world is at peace. All is well. If only you knew some of the shady, sinister stuff that's about to go down. Alright, nothing else to worry about in there. And okay, we're gonna go in the inn and advance the story. Just make sure nothing in the clock. There we go. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a Mega Elixir. You just kind of have to keep trying to reach it until eventually Cloud gets mad and kicks the door. Anyway, yeah, I think that's it for all the secrets around here. Let's go ahead and advance the story. This is going to be a very, 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 very storyline-driven part right here, guys. So I'm sorry in advance, there's not going to be very much action, but this is going to be an interesting part of the story. Here we go. I used to want to be in Sephiroth, so I joined Soldier. After working with Sephiroth on several missions, we became friends. You call that a friend? Yeah, well, he was older than me and hardly ever talked about himself. So I guess you'd call us war buddies. We trusted each other. Until one day. After the war, it was Soldier's duty to put down any resistance against the Shinra. And that was 5 years ago. I was 16. Now, I won't read every line to you throughout the game here, but I will do the ones that I think give a little bit of a dramatic appeal, you know, the ones that I can do okay, I think. 140 HP. And that, good friends, is the sheer power of Sephiroth. So, where do you come in? Me, I was mesmerized by the way Sephiroth fought. And then we reached Nibelheim. Alright, so there's a lot that we can do here as we wander around. The first thing we're going to do is head over to Tifa's house, which, if I'm not mistaken, is here. Not really sure what I'm looking for besides story elements here. I don't think there's any items here. If they are, they wouldn't come back with you. You know, when you exit the flashback sequence here. So I'm not gonna be terribly detailed about how I run around the town here. We're gonna get a little bit of character development here into Cloud, you know, about what he's gone through, about what his history is. And this will tell us all about Cloud up until the death of his mother. A Mako Reactor was built on Mount Nibel. Mount Nibel. The cold mountain air of Mount Nibel was the same. How nonchalant everybody is here. That would be a terrifying situation. So for these battles where you can, well, where you're with Sephiroth, you really don't have anything to worry about at all. At all. I don't know if you can actually get a game over or not when it comes to this. I'm pretty sure no, because I don't think you have any items or anything. Yeah, you don't have any items, you have no magic, yeah, so no matter what, you really can't do anything. It must be the Mako energy. This mountain is especially abundant in it. That's why the Mako Reactor was built here. So we'll go up north. Very good. Materia. When you condense Mako energy, materia is produced. It's very rare to see materia in this natural state. By the way, why is it that when you use materia, you can also use magic? You were in Soldier and you don't even know that? The knowledge and wisdom of the ancients is held in the materia. Anyone with this knowledge can freely use the powers of the land and the planet. That knowledge interacts between ourselves and the planet, calling up magic, or so they say. Magic, a mysterious power. Did I say something funny? A man once told me never to use unscientific terms like mysterious power. It shouldn't even be called magic. I still remember how angry he was. Who was that? Hojo of Shinra Incorporated. An inexperienced man assigned to take over the work of a great scientist. He was a walking mass of complexes. A Mako fountain, so this is where the knowledge of the ancients is. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the Mako Reactor. Only authorized people are allowed in. This place is full of Shinra's industrial secrets. Take care of the lady. Guys, I did mention this was going to be a very, very, very narrative portion of our run-through, so there's not going to be too many exciting things, but we're coming up on some iconic scenery here. Some parts of the game that are just what it's all about, if you know what I mean. Alright, there we go. So this is some of the coolest scenes in video game history. And I'm really excited to see how they rework these scenes in high definition for the release coming up in 2019. Genova. This is Genova, right? It won't open. This is the reason for the malfunction. This part is broken. Cloud, close the valve. Why did it break? Now I see, Hojo. But doing this will never put you on the same level as Professor Gast. This is a system that condenses and freezes the Mako energy, that is, when it's working correctly. Now, what does Mako energy become when it is further condensed? Materia? Right, normally. But Hojo put something else in there. Take a look. And boo! So what is that? Well, what is that? Normal members of Soldier are humans that have been showered with Mako. You're different from the others, but still human. But what are they? They've been exposed to a far higher degree of Mako than you. Is this some kind of monster? Exactly. And it's Hojo of Shinra that produced these monsters. Mutated living organisms produced by Mako energy. That's what these monsters really are. Normal members of Soldier. You mean you're different? Hey, Sephiroth. No. What was I? Was I created this way too? Am I the same as all these monsters? Sephiroth. You saw it. All of them were humans. Human, no way. Ever since I was small, I felt that I was different from the others. Special in some way, but not like this. Am I human? I didn't really understand what Sephiroth meant then. I was even more surprised that Shinra was producing monsters. Damn, Shinra, the more I hear, the more I hate him. Who would have ever thought the Mako Reactor held such a secret? That would seem to explain the increase in the number of monsters recently. I think we should listen carefully to Cloud. Don't you think so, Barrett? Why are you talking to me? Let's go ahead and keep talking. Poking his damn nose where it don't belong. Cloud, why don't you finish that story? Phew. Tifa, were you waiting outside then? Yes. We returned to Nibelheim. Sephiroth confined himself to the inn. He didn't even try to talk to me. Then, all of a sudden, he just disappeared, right? We found him inside the biggest building in Nibelheim. The villagers used to call it the Shinra Mansion. Long ago, people from Shinra used to live in that mansion. Okay, so this is the Shinra Mansion. There's not much to do. There's no reason really to explore too much. There's no secrets or anything here, so we're just going to go ahead and push forward with the story here. There's no sign of Sephiroth, but I saw him go into this room. There's a secret entryway here into this creepy stairway into probably hell. This is very dark. I always thought this is weird. Like, they got bones and everything. Like, look at this. You see these bones over here? Like, why? What kind of a mansion just has bones chilling in the basement? Like, people died there is what that means. In here is actually where we'll find another secret later on that I won't spoil for you if you've never played this game before. If you haven't played this game before, you know exactly what's in there. But anyway. An apparently dead organism was found in a 2,000-year-old geological stratum. Professor Gast named that organism Genova, X year, X month, X day. Genova confirmed to be an ancient. X year, X month, X day. Genova project approved. The use of Mako Reactor 1 approved for use. Damn. Sephiroth is dedicated to figuring out the history here of the Genova project and the Shinra Corporation to determine exactly what they were up to. My mother's name is Genova. Genova Project. Is this just a coincidence? Professor Gast, why didn't you tell me anything? Why did you die? Let me be alone. Sephiroth didn't come out of the Shinra Mansion. He continued to read as if he were possessed by something, and not once did the light in the Shinra go out. I think that's what it said. I didn't get a chance to read it because I was being dramatic. So now Cloud has just been chilling around this old, abandoned, creepy, haunted house the whole time. And now we're going to see what he's been doing. Sephiroth seems different. Different? How? So something happened down here while he was studying the history of the Genova Project. Who is it? Traitor. Traitor. You ignorant traitor. I'll tell you. This planet originally belonged to the Cetra. Cetra was an itinerant race. They would migrate in, settle the planet, and then move on. At the end of their hard, long journey, it was said that they would find the promised land and supreme happiness. But those who disliked journeying appeared. They stopped their migrations, built shelters, and elected to lead an easier life. They took they took that which the Cetra and the planet had made without giving back one whit in return. Those are your ancestors. Sephiroth. Long ago, disaster struck this planet. Your ancestors escaped. They survived because they hid. The planet was saved by sacrificing the Cetra. After that, your ancestors continued to multiply. Now, all that's left of the Cetra is in these reports. What does that have to do with you? Don't you see? An ancient named Genova was found in a 2,000-year-old geological stratum. The Genova Project. The Genova Project wanted to produce people with the powers of the ancients, or the Cetra. I am what was produced. Produced? Yes. Professor Gast, leader of the Genova Project and genius scientist, produced me. How did he... Sephiroth. Out of my way. I'm going to see my mother. And there's just a point where, like, Sephiroth has a very weird walk from this point on. I'm not really sure why his gait changes when he walks here to kind of more of a saunter than a walk. I wonder if it has to do with... I wonder if this scene was originally meant to be for someone other than Sephiroth. Someone with a very distinct walk. Someone like Palmer or even... I can't remember what the other guy's name was. Guggenheim or Jingleheimer or Bugelheim, whatever his name was. And I wonder if they just superimposed Sephiroth in because it made more sense for the story and it made the story a little bit better. Anyway, we're going to go see what Sephiroth is talking about when he says, I'm going to go see my mother. Oh, crap. Come over here and help me. Oh no. Cloud's mom. Terrible. Sephiroth, this is too terrible. And this is one of the most iconic scenes in video game history. This image of Sephiroth consumed in fire, moving into the darkness, moving from the forces of light into his ultimate fate to become the most powerful evil being in existence. I cannot wait to see that in crisp, high definition, reshot, detail for detail in the brand new 2019 remake of Final Fantasy VII. And this should all look familiar. It's the same path as before. Nothing different. Papa. Sephiroth. Did Sephiroth do this to you? Sephiroth, Soldier, Mako Reactor, Shinra. I hate them all. So now Tifa's angry. She's gonna go fight Sephiroth on her own, despite the fact that she clearly cannot handle it. Mother, I'm here to open you. I'm here to see you. Please, open this door. Now, I wonder if this is a glitch, because one of those pods should be fallen over from where the monster knocked it over earlier. How could you do that to Papa and the townspeople? promised that she'd come when I was in trouble. I imagine that Cloud right now is really freaking out. You probably can't tell based on, the expressions of the characters or anything, but I can imagine that would be what that would be like. So see, this pod was actually knocked over earlier. I don't know why. I don't know who put it back up. I wonder if Sephiroth put it back up or what. Can we look back in here, I wonder, just to get another glimpse of this guy? No, we can't. Okay. So we're going to go confront Sephiroth. That is the Sephiroth doll. It's basically a Sephiroth life support system that is... Or not, the Jenova doll, not the Sephiroth doll. The Jenova doll, it's a life support system that is essentially there to protect Jenova. Mother, let's take the planet back together. I've thought of a great idea. Let's go to the Promised Land. Sephiroth, my family, my hometown. How could you do this to them? They've come again, Mother. With her superior power, knowledge, and magic, Mother was destined to become the ruler of this planet. But those worthless creatures, are stealing the planet from Mother. But now I'm here with you, so don't worry. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Jenova. What about my sadness, my family, friends, the sadness of having my hometown taken away from me? It's the same as your sadness. My sadness? What do I have to be sad about? I am the chosen one. I have been chosen to be the leader of this planet. I have orders to take the planet back from you stupid people for the Cetra. What should I be sad about? Sephiroth, I trusted you. No, you're not the Sephiroth I used to know. And I imagine this to be the most intense staring contest in history. And that's the end of my story. But wait a damn minute, that's it? No more. I don't remember. What happened to Sephiroth? In terms of skill, I couldn't have killed him. Official records state that Sephiroth is dead. I read it in the paper. Shinra Incorporated owns the newspapers, so you can't rely on that. I want to know the truth. I want to know what happened. I challenged Sephiroth and lived. Why didn't he kill me? I'm alive too. A lot of this doesn't make sense. What about Jenova? It was in the Shinra building, right? Shinra shipped it from Nibelheim to Midgar. Did someone carry it out later? It was missing from the Shinra building. Sephiroth? Damn, none of this makes sense. I'm gone. And I'm leaving the thinking to you. Yo, Cloud, let's get a move on. Cloud, what's wrong? You're just gonna stand there while Sephiroth heads for the Promised Land? I ain't letting Sephiroth or Shinra get to no Promised Land. If they do, then we're all screwed. You know what I'm saying? Oh, brother. Fine, that's good enough. Oh, brother. How bad was I after Sephiroth stabbed me? I thought you were a goner. I was so sad. And the ancients, Cetra, Jenova, Sephiroth, and myself. Let's go. Barrett's waiting. What a fascinating story. Let's check around in here one more time, make sure that there's no more secrets in here, no chests or anything worth exploring. I don't think there are. There aren't. Nope. We already got the thing from up here, so here we go. Yo, Cloud, here, receive the PHS, changing party members. I'm not going to read all that. I'll show you what it is, though. The PHS is basically a cell phone system that allows you to just switch out your party members pretty much whenever you'd like to. On the world map. Nah, sorry, buddy. I already had a rest here. Nope, that's all. We good, man. We're good, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. You're good. Thank you. Shut up. Alright, so we are... Let's go check a victory lap here. I don't think anything has changed around here, but... It's all in the party. Red 13. Actually, I kind of like this party. I'm good with this. And boop. And all is well, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. Go ahead and save right here. Perfect. That does it for this portion of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much. We appreciate your time, appreciate your energy, appreciate your effort. I will see you right here next time, guys. Thanks so much. Peace.